Dillon, what kind of flipped the switch first half to second half? Looked like maybe the intensity wasn't where you guys wanted it early, and then you picked it up?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how I would say it. It just, first half, we didn't come out how we wanted to. Second half, we kind of had a different intensity. And I think once this team, that's what's kind of frustrating. I think once this team, like, we get that going, that, first half come out with the same intensity. Second half, we come out with the same intensity. I mean, I feel like nobody can mess with us in the 40 minutes if we come out like that.
Felt like there was a stretch right at the end of the first half. Did that kind of kickstart you right? It's like right around the 5-minute mark where it looked like things kind of picked up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think when we play, it's all about us. I mean, I don't think we've had a game where really the other team really sat down and, beat us in the 4-minute stretches that we play. I think it's all about us, just how we're executing, the effort, the intensity we're playing with. So, I mean, we kind of determine all that. We control all that. So I think just knowing that, going into half and coming out in the second half with a different intensity, I think that just flipped the game for us.
For those not so blessed, what's it like to soar through the air, jam the ball down, and hear the crowd just go nuts?
I mean, I learned it from him.
Well, for both of you, I mean,
this is
it's a pretty good talent for both of you.
Yeah, God-given, for sure.
Well, what's it like?
I think it's really fun to play around this team. You're gonna worry about everybody, him and me. A lot of threat, and now he get knocking threes. I feel like we're just getting better every day, and I really appreciate that.
Kind of going off that, what was the difference tonight then against Villanova? It just didn't seem like the lob game was there, Dillon. You can answer.
I mean, I think it was just our execution, looking for it, taking care of the ball, not being afraid of pressure when teams are, a lot of ball pressure on the ball, just not even paying attention to that, being strong with the ball. And then looking for it. I think that's the biggest thing. Just as long as we execute it right, we know that it can be there with the way our guards set screens to get us open for those lobs. I mean, as long as we execute right, I think that they're all game.
Speaking of the lob game there, obviously you start the second half there with 4 lobs in the opening minutes. Was there something that you guys saw towards the end of the first half to really kind of push that tempo there to get above and play above the rim there?
Just trying to execute better, like I said, better screen, and we know we got some shooter out there. So every time they screen, we just execute the play, and that's how everything opened up for us.
Dillon, looking ahead to next Saturday, it's going to be your first crosstown shootout. Have you talked with any of the returning players who played in it last year that have played in this rivalry and what it's like, and how excited are you to take the court in what's going to be a raucous environment next Saturday?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've talked to some of the guys. It's big, I hear, so I'll be excited for it. It's the next game on our schedule, so, treat it like any other game for me, honestly. I mean, I've been playing in the Big 12 the past 2 years before this, and, I mean, every game in the Big 12 is tough, no matter home or away, so I know this is just the next game on the schedule. I know it's a big game, though. I know everybody's excited for it, and I'm be excited for it, too, but like I said, it's the next game on the schedule. We'll be ready to go.
Hadn't made a 3 coming into your career here at Cincinnati. Now you got one in 3 games in a row. The last one maybe looked like the best one that you've taken, the cleanest one that you've taken. Are you starting to gain some confidence?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's just the work I put in. Just trusting in my shot, trusting the work I put in. Coach West gives me a lot of freedom with that type of stuff to just evolve my game on the offensive side. So I think it's just confidence, not overthinking it, just letting it fly. And Coach, the GAs that I work with, they all give me that type of confidence to, go in the game and let it fly.
How impactful is it getting Dan Skilling's back and just having the full rotation for you guys going into 2025 and beyond?
I mean, we're really excited to have our next guy up, and Dan is a hell of a player, and him coming back, it just gives us more confidence, because he brings a lot on the table for us, and making the game easier with his hustle and scoring ability and everything.
What was practice like through the week after the Villanova game? Was there a different message that Coach West was kind of sending to you guys leading up to today?
I'd say that it's just us. We control everything. Executing from the defensive end, from effort. I mean, we control it all. We can control the game. That's how we kind of want to come into each game moving forward. It's just a practice. I mean, it starts in practice. Like I said, Coach has a little saying that he says that everybody wants to win, but not a lot of people are prepared to win. So I think it just comes into that, going into practices, going hard, the weeks or days before we have a game. I mean, that's where you win games, to be honest with you. If you have bad practices going in before a game, I mean, you're going to play how you practice. So I think it all starts on the practice. I think that's what Coach West has been, making it be known, that it all starts in practice and it all starts with us.
Is there a vocal leader on the roster outside of West that's kind of keeping you guys prodded and making sure that you guys are kind of staying hungry and keeping your eyes on the prize for the ultimate goals this season?
I mean, we all on the same page. We all got the same goal, trying to win it all. So like every time we just trying to figure out as a team to listen to him, but as well trying to push guy up to step up and just trying to be better every time and every next game we got.
Yeah, I feel like we all kind of got each other's back on everything. I will say one player that really sticks out to me as far as, you know, when we're playing is CJ Anthony. I mean, on the bench and stuff like that, I mean, he's talking. He's telling us, you know, what he sees. He's giving us motivation. I mean, I look at CJ Anthony every time there's a timeout or something. I mean, I'm making eye contact with him, asking him, what do you see? Halftime, I ask him what do you see, because I trust his insight, and I think he's real smart IQ-wise. Even if he's not on the court, he sees it all. So CJ Anthony, I would say, is one player who kind of keeps us on our toes, keeps us motivated, keeps us ready to go. That's one player that I definitely would say sticks out to at least me for sure.
Aziz, you played against Xavier last year. What advice would you give Dillon?
I mean, really, like, it's just the next game for real. Like, we prepare every game as the same, trying to win it all. So, like, it's just the next game. Yes, it's going to be a lot of pressure. It's around, like, the city, but at the same time, we're just going to prepare to win just as the next game since he's been in the Big 12 and all. Yeah.
Did it feel like the lid came off a little bit on the free throw line?
I tell you, nah, for sure. I think it's just get back to work on it. I don't know what was going on. I literally last home game, I mean, I missed 5, and I think I came back to the bench, like looked at my GA KJ, like, yo, we need to get this together. So I think it's just being confident. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, you go in practice, we go workouts, I make my free throws. I think it's just confidence, going up to the line, knowing you gonna make the shot. So I think just having a different mindset when you step up to that line. That's all it really is.
Have you ever had a stretch that bad in your career?
No, never. So
Does it feel like it's never going to go in at that point, and then you see one
No,
go
you-
in, and you're like, all right, maybe it's not that
I
bad.
think it was all just in workouts, like shooting in workouts, getting my free throws in. Like, okay, I know it's not the shot. I know it's up here. So I think that's the biggest thing, just opening the lid up here when I'm shooting free throws. Because when I get my workouts in, we shoot 200 free throws, whatever it is, I'm making free throws. So I think the biggest thing was just, it's all in the head, it's all in the mindset, it's on the, you know, just telling yourself you're gonna make the shot. So I think that's what the biggest thing was with it.
Any other questions?
Nope.
Thanks, guys.
I think so.
Appreciate it.